You're not unmotivated, you're desensitized. Your brain has been hijacked by dopamine overload. Constant hits from screens, caffeine, sugar, porn, notifications, and cheap entertainment. The modern man lives in a dopamine flood, but he's starving for satisfaction. The result? You feel distracted, restless, anxious, and unfulfilled. Always chasing, never arriving. You've burned out the system that once made you hungry, focused, and driven. The good news? You can rebuild it, but only through discipline. I'm Jason Arsenault, former law enforcement, husband, and old dad. I know what it feels like to lose your edge, to wake up one day and realize that the man in the mirror isn't the one that you used to be. And that is why I built the Alpha Protocol, a system to rebuild the body, mind, and mission of men like us who refuse to settle. Welcome to the Alpha Protocol. Let's go. Dopamine is the neurochemical of pursuit. It's not pleasure, it's anticipation. Every time you move towards your goal, your brain releases dopamine to motivate you to keep going. The more meaningful the pursuit, the deeper the satisfaction. But dopamine works on a balance. The more frequent and artificial the hits, the less responsive your receptors become. And that's why scrolling for hours, chasing likes, or binging stimulation kills your drive. The baseline drops. You stop getting excited about the hard things that used to define you. Training, building, learning. You're not lazy. Your chemistry is numb. Here's what the modern dopamine loop looks like. You wake up, check your phone, it spikes. Coffee, spikes. Email, messages, social media, spike. Fast food, porn, video games, spike, spike, spike. And after each spike comes the crash, a drop below baseline. You feel flat, bored, anxious, so you search for another hit. This is dopamine debt. Constant withdrawals without deposits. Your receptors dull, your baseline lowers, and your ability to feel satisfaction disappears. Now, the only thing that feels rewarding is more stimulation, not progress. When your dopamine system collapses, everything else follows. Focus dies. You can't stay on task for more than 5 minutes. Motivation disappears. You crave comfort instead of challenge. Mood crashes. Anxiety and apathy alternate daily. Testosterone feels useless because without drive, hormones are just numbers. You lose the ability to feel meaning in effort, and that's the root of masculine collapse. Modern men aren't overworked. They're overstimulated and underpurposed. You can't fix dopamine by hacking it. You must rebuild it. And that's what we call the dopamine discipline inside the Alpha Protocol. And here's how you reset the reward system and get your hunger back. Dopamine detox, 72 hours to reset. No caffeine, sugar, screens, porn, or alcohol. Silence the flood to let the baseline recover. You'll feel restless and empty, and that's withdrawal. Just sit in it. Replace the stimulus with purposeful stress. Lift heavy, train fasted. Cold exposure and breath control. They spike dopamine naturally through challenge, not comfort. Rebuild the reward loop. Start small. Train, complete tasks, delay gratification. Each time you push through discomfort, dopamine fires clean. That's how you teach your brain satisfaction comes from progress, not distraction. Anchor with vision. Dopamine doesn't exist in isolation. It needs direction. If you have no mission, your dopamine seeks chaos. Set a goal that demands your full potential. Your biology will follow. After 2 to 3 weeks, your baseline resets. Stimulation loses its grip. Focus returns. Your training feels purposeful again. The small wins hit like they used to. You no longer need endless dopamine hits because you've learned to generate it through discipline. You've turned dopamine from a drug back into drive. Dopamine used to reward the hunt, not the scroll. You've just forgotten how to chase with purpose. The Alpha Protocol rewires that system through rhythm, challenge, and focus. So if you stop chasing cheap hits and start building real power, this is where men are rebuilt.